Began to build a city in the Great Salt Lake Valley. They named it Salt Lake City. Brigham Young chose a place to build a temple. Brigham Young and other leaders laid out plans for the city. Each family was given some land for a house and a farm. The pioneers built log houses and planted crops. They knew it would take great faith and hard work to settle there, but they believed they could succeed with God's help. Brigham Young divided the city into 5 wards, and the people began to build churches. As more pioneers crossed the plains and came to the valley, more wards were organized. The pioneers started a school. School classes and church meetings were in the same building. Later, the Sunday school was started. Brigham Young sent missionaries to other lands across the ocean. Thousands of people from many lands joined the church. Many people who joined the church were encouraged to gather with the saints in the Great Salt Lake Valley. They made great sacrifices to leave their homes, sail across the ocean, and travel across America to the Salt Lake Valley. Most of the pioneers crossed the plains in covered wagons, which were pulled by animals. Others did not have money to buy wagons or animals, so they made small carts with 2 wheels. These were called handcarts. The pioneers put all their things in the carts, then pushed and pulled the carts across the plains. It was very hard work to cross the plains. Some of the people got sick and died. Brigham Young was a wise leader. He sent the saints to build towns in many parts of the West, including Idaho, Wyoming, Arizona, and California. The saints had many trials. Sometimes their crops would not grow because it was too cold or too hot and dry. Sometimes insects would eat their crops, but the saints prayed and had faith, and God helped them through their trials. Some Indians were living in the area when the saints arrived. Sometimes there were problems between the saints and the Indians. Brigham Young told the saints to be kind. Many of the Indians became their friends, and some became members of the church. The saints started to build temples, just as they had done in Kirtland and Nauvoo. In 1853, they started to build a temple in Salt Lake City. They worked 40 years to finish it. They built other temples in the towns of St. George, Logan, and Manti before the Salt Lake Temple was finished.